Alrighty traders, bit of a market update for you. But there is still a lot of complacency, a lot of greed across the markets. I believe we're about to get one more last little push out of the markets actually, but then I believe we're getting towards the end of the phase. So it's not the time to be greedy. Let me share the reasons why. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into it. Traders, that very first link in the description there, I'm giving away my free trading course. In the free trading course, guys, you are going to learn the biggest mistakes you're making right now and how to overcome them. You're going to learn my number one top chart reading technique that's been working since the 1950s. You're going to learn my number one trading system. I'm going to teach you all the details to my number one trading system, and I'm going to teach you the 3 secrets of making a good income as well too. Also, I'm going to teach you the one indicator that I use on the chart. It's free on all platforms. That is the best trade. That is the best indicator to tell me we're overbought, oversold, and also the perfect time to be looking for a trade. All that details there, guys. Link in the description. Go get it right now. So let's go have a look across the markets today. So the S&P 500 is still holding up sort of nicely here. Nice little update today. I was actually saying in the last couple of updates that I've done, I was like, okay, are we going to roll over here, continue down, or are we going to pick back up and rally back up towards the 4,500 level? Because if we do rally back up to the 4,500 level, that we are indeed, this whole area through here is a strong level of resistance. And I am still expecting some form of a pullback. Now, I was wrong in thinking that the pullback was going to come sooner, but I still do believe we are going to get that pullback. So we do not want to be complacent, because if we have a look at the VIX still, let's have a good look at the good old VIX here. Look where the VIX is, right? The VIX is what? Still really, really, really low in the... there we go. This one here, right? Still really, really, really low. So we will get a spike back up to these levels up here, okay? So see these levels all the way back up here? We're going to get another spike here eventually. We don't know when. It could go back down here for another couple of months and then suddenly start to see that through there, right? So we are going to see the VIX spike again, and we can actually, we're probably going to see, we're going to see that. And when that happens, guess what? Then that tells us that the market is now starting to pull back. Also, I want to keep you guys on the fear and greed index as well too. So the fear and greed, look where we are. We're still at the extreme greed here. We're just hovering around this greed level here. Something is about to hit the markets. Now, guys, you know what? It may not be this month. This whole month of July might just be a washout and not really much happening, not really much happening, and bam, maybe something happens in August, right? It's like, oh, there we are, right? So I do believe, guys, something will hit the market that not straight away, right? Not straight away. It's like we don't just suddenly go from extreme greed down to extreme fear in one day. We know that, right? But market's going to start to price in, or the market's going to start to see something, or something's about to hit the markets that over the course of a couple of weeks, we'll start to send this extreme greed down to extreme fear, right? Because as you can see, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. What goes up goes down, right? Look at this here. What goes up comes down. What goes up comes down. What goes up comes down. What goes down comes up. What goes down, what goes up comes down. If you get what I'm saying there. All right, so that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. A quick little, let's have a look at the Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones is the one that's still holding quite strong. I was saying that we need to break this support level here. So I was looking at this level right here to be the support level, and that was that double top formation through there on the Dow Jones. But we didn't break it. I was saying we need to break that. Once we do break that, we could see a move down to this level here. We haven't actually done that yet, right? We do actually have a bit of a, if you're actually looking at this level from here to here, right? We actually do have something like that going on from that perspective there. And obviously we have this resistance level through here as well too. So we are holding right at this level of support. So maybe, just maybe, the Dow Jones is not going to crack that this double top. It didn't crack that support level, so the double top is not in place. And so maybe, just maybe, we're about to see this thing start to hold and start to see that rally, another nice rally out of the actual stock market itself as well too. So the Dow Jones is the Dow Jones. I've always been the Dow Jones has been one of the indices that hasn't had a big move. So therefore, it's been like, are we going to continue up? Are we not? But when we look at things like the Nasdaq and so on and so forth, once again, the Nasdaq could actually have one more last little push to the upside. Again, this is not going to be the start of a big move, guys. This is not going to be start of a big move. This is probably going to be the sucker rally from all sucker rallies, right? And what I mean by that is that you can see this level of resistance up here. We may get one more last little push to the upside, and then guess what happens? And then we start to see the pullback, right? This is going to be a sucker rally of all sucker rallies. Do not get fooled by this sucker rally that could be coming, especially out of the Nasdaq. Let's go look at gold today. Gold, pretty much a nothing day today, but it's starting to, guys, we're starting to build possibly a bit of a strength here when we're looking at the gold market, and we could quite possibly start to see this low, higher low, and a possible higher low before we start to see this thing start to have a really, really, really big move to the upside. So guys, I wouldn't be really trying to fight gold. I do see that gold is likely to have a breakout. What tends to happen, and I'll go back to this weekly chart here for a minute, and I'll go back to the 2008 period right through here. So this is the 2008 period. Look at here. So middle of 2007, what did gold do? Gold actually went for a big move as the stock market went for a big move, right? Because then it was precursing what? A recession coming. So that's what I'm expecting here, a rally. I'm expecting a rally, and then obviously this is a rally where it is like, isn't that interesting? We're actually at July now, so maybe July through October, maybe this is when the rally is going to start into this point through here, and then maybe we're going to experience the recession next year, or we're probably going to experience the recession next year, right? So anyway, we can see that that's what gold is doing, but when gold starts to move, guys, gold is one of those sleeping giants that no one's watching. I'm watching it very, very carefully every single day, because once it starts to pop, what's that saying with Pringles? Once you pop, you can't stop. Gold, right? So, and moving over now through to silver as well too. Silver is still just really stuck in this overall sort of just movement through here, this sort of like bear flag looking formation. The big thing that I'm really watching for when it comes to the good old silver market is what happens here, okay? Because check this out. We are indeed, the big thing I'm watching for is do we start to break above this level here? And then also, I'm also noticing that there's a lot of support and resistance around that level through there as well too. So that tells me, if I go to my hourly charts now, or even my 4-hour charts, that tells me that if we start to break above this level here, if we break up, then it's not going to be a bearish move, right? So right now, this looks like a bearish flag, right? So the thing you need to keep an eye out for is that it's actually not that strong on the downside. Look what happened here, okay? We had a big strong move down, then we had a bit of a bear flag formation, didn't we? And then look what happened. It broke to the downside, and it's gone to another bear flag formation. So that's the rhythm of silver, right? That's the rhythm of silver. And so when we're looking at rhythm of silver, we should actually see that, right? But what happens if we get something like that? What does that mean? Something has changed. And what that change is that we have this bottom down here, which is the significant low on the weekly chart. This is a significant low on the weekly chart. And this whole thing here would be a significant low on the weekly chart, creating an up, a down, an up, a down, an up on the overall swings of things. You may have to rewind that last few minutes there, because I just went into a lot there, but it's another level basis there. Again, guys, when you at that very first thing in the description, click on that in that free trading course. I actually teach you more about this technique here, but also I think it's the second video in that trading course. I actually teach you my #1 chart reading and trading technique that I use, that's been working since the 1950s. In fact, in that free trading course, I actually go back to the charts in 1950 to actually show you how it was working then and why it was working then and how it's working now. Wait till you see this here. It's working since the 1950s. That's how powerful it is. And plus also, guys, I'm going to be actually teaching you what exactly is the highest probability trading setup that I can trade. So if you're looking for the highest quality probability trading setup that gets a really high win-loss ratio, then you'll be, again, the very first thing in the description, guys, you're going to get all that in the trading course. Have a great day, guys.